Hey everyone, this is Dark and Creepy, and welcome back to another Dark and Creepy video, where we talk about all things, you guessed it, dark and creepy. Now for this one, we will be covering Wendigos. And for those who don't know, the Wikipedia definition of a Wendigo is a mythological creature or evil spirit from the folklore of the First Nations Algonquin tribes, based in the northern forests of Nova Scotia, the east coast of Canada, and the Great Lakes region of Canada and the United States. So now we know the region where they come from, let's get into what they are, what they do. According to most Algonquin oral traditions, a Wendigo is a cannibalistic monster that preys on the weak and socially disconnected. So if you're an introvert, be ready for a Wendigo to come running up on you. I'm just saying, be careful out there. To continue, in most versions of the legend, a human becomes a Wendigo after his or her spirit is corrupted by greed or weakened by extreme conditions such as hunger and cold. And these things usually invoke acts of murder, insatiable greed, cannibalism, and the cultural taboos against such behaviors. So, they are very creepy. They're cannibals, and they were greedy people who died, or they died in extreme conditions. Very creepy. Now, to continue on, you don't want to see a Wendigo, because they usually have long arms, and they're even longer than pedophiles' arms, so they can snatch you real fast. And usually, they're depicted as having a sort of skinwalker type look, but not so much as they can transform. They can't do anything of that. So man, they usually are depicted as having antlers, part deer, part human. Usually having fur, dripping blood from places. Just to put it down, they can get you real fast. They are really fast little creatures. Like, you don't want to see one and then have to run from it. Because this thing, it could literally go and you're like, oh crap, it's coming right up on me. And then a split second, it's on you, already eating you with its little insatiable greed. Let me give me that flesh. Yeah, so you want to stay away from a Wendigo. And now I personally have never written a story involving a Wendigo. All I can say is that they're really creepy. And I kind of said like before that they can have antlers, but they also are depicted as just long, pale humanoids with really, really long, extended limbs, as you can say. Their mouth can usually open wider, and they have sharp, ugly teeth. Like, think of Smeagol, but 3 times bigger and just kind of more violent, doesn't really talk. I said it like, my precious. Well, I mean, it has greed, so maybe you'd be like, my precious. But then he's going to come eat you. He doesn't really care about a ring. He kind of cares about eating you. But just think of Smeagol, really creepy version, though. And I'm currently looking at pictures while I'm describing you. Like, I see one that's really thin and skinny, but then I see, like, one that's, like, built. Like, Hulk Hogan built. So, if you ever come across one of these, just pray that you get the really skinny one. Because if you have a Hulk Hogan little Wendigo coming after you, that does not make for a good time. Yeah, that would not be fun at all. Alright, for the next question, it is, are Wendigos smart? Well, Wendigos are intelligent as humans, thus making them even more dangerous than a lot of other animals, because they smart. But I mean, if there is an Albert Einstein, like Wendigo, it's done. Like, that little Wendigo would be able to make a nuclear bomb and kill all of us if they can be as smart as humans. And then just come running around and then eating on all the bodies. But, say, I don't know, like if it was someone dumb, like say if it was Justin Bieber as a Wendigo. You know, there's not too much brains coming after you. Like, he might try to sing you and call you in, but then, actually, he probably wouldn't try to sing to you because it'd just be like, oh, what's that terrible music? I'm not going to go over there. But, just saying. So these animals are really smart. And now here's a question. What do you do if you see a Wendigo? 1. Stop. Stand tall and don't run. Running triggers their fast effects and they come right after you. Second, Do not approach the creature, especially if it is near a kill. Okay, I think this is more common sense. Do not approach the creature. You're like, oh crap, look at that thing. It's right over there. It's as big as Hulk Hogan. Oh, I'm just going to slowly shuffle towards it. No, most people are not going to approach this, so don't approach it. 3, never take your eyes off of the creature or turn your back, or else you're done for. Like, that creature's going to go whoop and be right on you. 4, if the creature displays aggressive behavior, shout, wave your arms, and throw rocks. Or you could really leak a bad fart. I swear, if you leak a bad fart and that little Wendigo sniffs it, it's going to be like, whoo-wee, I am not going to eat that thing because that's disgusting. Like, what did you eat? Like, I'm eating literal humans, and you have worse farts than me. I'm cannibalizing people, and you smell like you cannibalized a rotting corpse. So if you fart, that is a good deterrent. It's like a skunk effect. So always make sure you are eating Taco Bell so you can have it stored ready to go. Use that. That is something you definitely want to use for your disposal. And then after that, just kind of fight, kick, get everything you got. Try not to run from it. Just back away slowly, kind of like you would as to a bear. I don't know who wrote down these questions, like what to do when you come across a Wendigo, because it's kind of an interesting thing. It's like, okay, what do I do now? The first person that had to do that probably didn't know too much, but whoever they wrote it down, thank you, and now we can protect us from the Wendigo. But you also want to thank me, because I'm the one who suggested that you fart and make it a bad, nasty one. That's going to scare a Wendigo away. I'm just telling you right now. That'll scare anyone away. And the name Wendigo has kind of many different names to go on a different tangent of this. It can have the Wendigo, the Wittico, the Wittigo, a Tush, which often translate to variations of the spirit of lonely places, or he who lives alone. That just says he, but I'm assuming it's also she, because boys and girls can become little Wendigo people. But, alright, so now I told you what a Wendigo is and how to stay safe from them, so I expect you to stay safe from them. Always eat Taco Bell, and be ready if you ever come into contact with this thing. And with that said, that's the end of this video. And this is Dark and Creepy, heading to Taco Bell. See you guys in the next video.